Hi everybody, it's your girl, UC Jana. I've been up and about. My sister from the US came to visit, and then my brother in the UK, my sister in the UK, my cousin in the UK, we're all in my house. So it's a full house. So it's been from one place to another, from one activity to another. It's been, but yeah. I just I'm just sat here on the floor in my room. Honestly, it's just I will have another place to go to this evening. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for being amazing. I really do love you guys. Thank you so much. While we're here. So 2 days ago, Obi Cubana was trending on, Instagram, everywhere. And it happened that Obi Cubana's son did make a post on TikTok about him being the next of kin. So I didn't even know Obi Cubana had an adopted son. I just found out, to be honest, because I thought all the boys were, biologically his. That the boy then, he put a video with his shoulders high, and that he said nothing is wrong with his shoulders. He just found out he's the next of kin. Apparently it's a trend on TikTok, and he jumped on the trend. And few hours after, Obi Cubana himself then made another post declaring one of his biological sons his next of kin on the post on Instagram, and everybody started attacking Obi Cubana. How dare you? They started calling Nigerians names that Nigerians don't understand adoption. There's always this discrimination against the biological kids and adopted kids. Why should Obi Cubana be doing that sort of thing? You shouldn't have posted that. And then I also found out that the post by the boy was also removed, from TikTok. And I just wanted to, give my thoughts on the issue. First of all, let's start from the beginning. Who is a next of kin? If we're even going to look at it that way. So a next of kin is a person or closest living relative who is legally recognized to make decisions or be contacted in case something happens to you or to me. Say, for example, when I was in Nigeria, I know most of my documentation and everything, I always put my dad as my next of kin. Naturally, it just goes like that. Now, what does it really mean for somebody to be your next of kin? It's just that this person has been legally recognized as somebody that is close, somebody that can be called upon in case of emergency. Somebody in case of medical emergency, death, legal matters, this is somebody that will be contacted. Now, I noticed people were looking at it from the part of inheritance. That's not what next of kin is. That's why people were bashing Obi Cubana. Oh, there's discrimination. You're causing issues amongst these kids. Is that really the issue here? Now, can I declare myself somebody's next of kin? No. I can't. It's an individual that would declare me as a next of kin. I can't just appoint myself as a next of kin. I can't. Unless, of course, somebody then dies intestate. That means the person doesn't have any will. And then they now look at, the hierarchy of things in that family. Was it the dad that passed? Is the mom still alive? The children? That sort of thing. And it starts to trickle down, So it was just something that they put out there. And, somebody was just playing around and jumping on trend and declared himself the next of kin. And of course, Obi Cubana is well within his rights to appoint his next of kin. I don't know why we're always emotional about things. He is well within his rights. It doesn't matter. Now, your next of kin doesn't even need to be your family member. A lot of people don't know that. A next of kin can be your friend. A trusted ally can be your next of kin. Have you not seen families where there is so much chaos going on? Maybe a very wealthy father doesn't trust the kids are a bit all over the place, and he's thinking, who would be able to look after, my wealth, everything I've built when I pass? And then he thinks, ooh, this my friend, this my business partner has been there through and through thick and thin, has proven himself. Therefore, I would appoint this person as my next of kin. I'll appoint this person as the administrator of my estates. So I don't know why people get overly emotional. Attacking Obi Cubana, attacking, that the boy is going to be feeling so sorry or so sad or whatever. This is a family, for Christ's sakes. And let's even look at it from, how dare you declare yourself as my next of kin? No matter who you are, whether you're my biological kid or not, it's not in your place to appoint yourself as my next of kin. So I could go, no, I could, maybe people are saying you should have done it differently. It's an in-house thing. You should have called him to order. Maybe he did. Maybe he felt, to teach you a lesson, this is what I'm going to do, post you on the internet so everybody's aware. And it means nothing. Because I see people saying, oh, that in internet is there forever. People are going to make reference to it. Says who? If Obi Cubana decides to do his will and details how everything is going to be shared amongst his kids, of course he doesn't. Whatever you put on the internet has no meaning whatsoever. It's not a legal documentation. It's not a will. It's not something he signed. So people say, oh, he did it because, for posterity reasons. So that people tomorrow, they won't come out to say, oh, that the boy is already his next of kin. It means nothing. People don't understand. It means absolutely nothing. Now, a next of kin again is just like a default contact. In case of emergency, this is somebody I want you to contact. In some countries, a next of kin is not automatically a heir. You should know, in Nigeria, it doesn't mean you're a heir. It means nothing. It could mean that you could make decisions, but it doesn't mean you're going to inherit anything. It's like somebody being appointed as an administrator of an estate. It doesn't mean you're going to partake in the sharing of that estate. It just means you're going to be in charge of it. It just means you're going to make sure that things are done according to the will of the deceased person. How the deceased person would have loved things to be shared or distributed. It doesn't give you any right over the person's property. But people in Nigeria... God, but it's fun anyway to read the arguments for and against. And I think I went to Obi Cubana's page and I noticed that he's then put pictures of all his kids and called them all next of kin, which is okay, but you must have one person. Every person can be a next of kin because you need one person to make decisions. Else, nothing will move on. Imagine you have 10 people as your next of kin. How are you going to move ahead? Imagine in a small group class project, for example. You see how sometimes you're at loggerheads, you're not making any progress. So you need one person, a trusted person that will say, okay, this is the person that's going to make decisions. If not this person, maybe the next person and all of that. But it's okay. He's now said everybody's his next of kin. So all of you can now rest. Everybody can rest. Anyway, have you done your will? You that is listening to me, have you made a will? Have you? You've not. You're here arguing. Make sure you don't die intestate. Don't leave your family in disarray. Go and put your house in order. Go and put your house in order. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, and of course hit the notification bell so that anytime I release any video, you'll be among the first to know. Okay, I love you so much. I'm gonna get ready for my next outing. I love you. Bye.